Pennant's Team Slayer is done. Give it up, guys.
No more pennants. Let's hear a cheer for that.
Man, left side's weak compared to right side.
Yeah, I don't think we'll show them on camera anymore.
Nah, no more. All right, well, game number 3 is going to be King of the Hill on Nexus. Dave, you predicted it, man.
I kind of took the middle route. I was like, well, it's going to be one or the other, but I felt like they won that last time against Instinct, so we'll have to see. You're going to see Dynasty. They do a much better job. The biggest problem they had at land, first off, was they did not know how to break a side setup. And what they figured out was pushing a few rocks, pushing 1 gold seems to be the best method. Because,
1 gold, really?
Yes, because everyone usually when they have snipe seems to watch gold. Yeah. It's so easy to hit those shots, whereas you're shooting rocks. It's much more difficult getting that angle of sniper. But we're going to jump on with Tizoxic, and let's see how they play this and how they hopefully secure this first sniper.
Well, it is all tied up 1-1, Dave. Now, on a map like that with the cooler, do you gain a lot of momentum from that win, or are you just kind of happy to get it done with and even the series?
Both. I mean, obviously Instinct's happy to even up the series, and it is a momentum boost no matter what game you win. Like, obviously the last 30 seconds were intense, so you gotta know Instinct's feeling good about this. They know that they've beaten Dynasty, I would say, at least 5 times on this game type, probably 5 out of the 6 times that they played this at the LAN, so they gotta be very confident in this as well. So I don't know if Dynasty just had one full game or they actually figured out their problems to Nexus King of the Hill.
Now, in case this is your first time watching King of the Hill, it is going to be the first to 250 points. We have a sniper top gold, and we have the rockets underneath where the current hill is spawned, or at. So with that said, Dave, what can we look to see? Are we going to see big snipe plays? Is the grenade launcher important?
Snipe is the most important, and what you're going to see is these teams are going to want to set up to the hill that's going to move to next in about 30 to 45 seconds in advance. So, for example, it's going to move to red base first. So you already see Instinct over there. You see Tizoxic fighting Roy back at that base. Instinct knows that, well, both teams know, that when you set up on those side hills, if you get a full setup, you can get a good 30, 40 second chunk of time. Teams are obviously better now at breaking these full setups, but like I said, it is much easier to get huge chunks of time compared to this top middle hill.
Now, Dave, with that said, on this map, there is random spawns where you can get spawned from the closet. How do you go about stopping those spawns from happening?
You have to take the worst case scenario approach, and so in some cases, if you don't have it blocked, you almost have to just approach it and be like, all right, there's a good chance they spawned here. Let's throw some nades, let's fight, you know, be prepared to fight them if they did spawn there. But if you want to ensure that they do not, you want to make sure you get over there before they spawn. You can block closet spawn completely if you get back there in time.
So you got to pretty much have your head on a swivel, and you have to be completely aware.
Yes, aware of when you killed the last person, when someone's going to spawn, and just aware of where the other team's at. For the most part, if they're spawning opposite side of the map and you already see 2 or 3 spawn there in a row, if you're not engaging them, if you don't have a person over there blocking any of the spawns, you can assume that the other person is going to spawn with them as well.
Well, Dynasty actually doing a pretty good job at delaying Instinct from getting this complete control on the side. As you said, it is so important to get control of this. Now, what is Instinct just doing something wrong, or is Dynasty just overwhelming them?
Instinct's not doing anything wrong. They're not letting Dynasty get a full setup. Lunchbox is just over there buying time. So, like, Instinct's in the lead, so I don't see them doing many things wrong. You can't avoid them getting a few seconds here and there. Obviously, if they have numbers, if you can't get them out of hill, you got to give up a few seconds. So it was very smart how Lunchbox played that. He did not charge desperately, trying to just go 1-for-1 with the hill guy, because he realized that he was more valuable than that hill guy. He was the only member of his team on that side of the map, so he had to stay alive as long as possible and just buy time for his teammates.
All right, well, there's 45 seconds left in this side hill. We are going to go to an Astro, listen in with our red team, and see how they're going to set up for this next hill.
I'm watching River. Tunnel's weak. 3 shots. I'm hiding. Justin, watch River. I'm watching Rock. I can't hit. All this whole time. Watch Rock. I got side. Justin, watch Rock side right here. From right here. Watch it from right there. One side. I got him. I'm watching River. Top box. Look, River. I'm not watching River. I'm watching Rock. I'm watching River. Top box. River's clear. Tunnel's also. Top box. Lethal. 3 shots. Rushing us. Run. One shot. All that. Weapons. Get weapons. Go for 2, guys. I'm watching Justin. Chill out, Jason. Jeez. I'm just kidding. I'm going top red with snipe. I'm top snipe. I'm top red too. That's snipe weak, guys. That's snipe weak, guys. Blue, you get sniped.
Watch out, red. Blue diamond.
Do that. One
Blue
dead.
diamond, one hit. Going back, snipe tight.
Hill B, guys.
Snipe plat.
Nice, do that, get out. Nice,
I'm looking for this guy.
I spawned red. You're on your own, Justin. Watch red closet.
Watch out for the base.
I naded red closet.
I need help.
Stay alive. Stay alive, Justin. I got Hill. I will get Hill.
I'm going back to red. I'm going back to red. Sniper.
They're pushing out weak.
Spawn top red. Back red, one hit.
I
got him.
Nice, Tom.
Top blue. I'm hiding in there.
Middle, back out. You can get out. Blue snipe. Blue snipe.
I'm out. They're wrong side.
I'm getting out. I gotta get out. I'm getting help back. Just stay alive.
My rock man.
He's one shot. I got him.
Snipe plat, one hit. Snipe plat, shot.
Watch out the rock man.
You guys snipe.
Maybe tunnels.
We need snipe control. Blue rock man. I have two, bro. I have two of snipe. All rock side.
No, this guy is snipe.
I'm right here. Top center. I need help. Top center.
Two guys have
snipe. Yes, snipe.
I'm looking
at snipe as well. One top. Two dead. Two dead, guys. We gotta get sniped.
Damn it, dude. What a dumbass. Top rocks. Stay alive. Look at snipe, dude. He's rushing you, Tom. Look at the screen. He's rushing you. Stay alive.
Watch blue closet.
Front of the base, weak.
Nice time, guys.
I'm hitting Hill.
Shoot Hill up. Shoot Hill up.
And top blue.
Jason's at snipe. Stay alive.
Top blue. My grass as well. One shot.
One shot blue grass side.
Those guys at your base. At blue. He's blue rock side. Your nade should hit him.
Shoot Hill.
Always gotta focus on the blue guy first.
That's the last guy.
Fuck, dude. I was looking for
Nice shot. Hill now. Hill now.
I Hill from red.
Top middle also. Top middle.
They spawn red.
Top middle and Hill. Two
I have
guys.
shot lethal. I need help in the hill. right now. We get
Bottom red board.
Two guys in the hill. I'm trying to kill this guy in my grass. Three guys my grass. Two guys my grass. We get in tunnels. Charging their tunnels. Red, our tunnels, guys. Blue tunnels. He backed up.
I got two.
Front of blue. Front of blue.
We gotta get
Front of blue.
Yeah.
Snipes up.
Work together.
Top rocks.
Top rocks. I need help.
Two guys in at blue. At blue, guys. Clear blue out.
Stay alive.
Bad base. Sniper. Clear base. Two guys at snipe. Snipe side blue. Two guys.
Tunnels and rock ramp.
Stay alive, guys. Watch snipe.
Stay alive. I'm looking rock ramp. I have two up here.
He's got here.
I'm with you, Justin.
Two guys are grass weak. Stay alive. Look out. I'm pushing.
Where's Snipe?
I got one. Another guy. Rock base.
Go now. Go now. They're in the back.
Sniping. Blue snipe. I have help, Tom. In a week.
And Hill. Go push blue.
I'm going.
This guy's sniping up blue. Two dead. Go left. Two dead.
I'm pushing the base. Look up the base.
I'll get him. I will get him.
Blue Jersey to your right.
He's dead.
River.
Two dead.
River, fuck my life. And River weak.
One shot.
Got him. One snipe. Tuber right in front of the base too. There's a tube in front of blue. Somebody, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, just stay alive. I'll get it when I spawn.
Two guys tunnels. Two guys tunnels. Tunnels. Help me tunnels.
I got rock.
Two guys tunnels. Two guys tunnels.
I'm helping now. River as well.
I need help from our base.
I get one shot tunnels. One shot tunnels. One shot tunnels. Last guy was tunnels. One shot.
Milk it. Stay alive at Hill.
I'm trying to find
tunnels
two.
still. He's nading him.
Tube disappeared.
Nice.
I'm getting back to the base. Nice shit.
They're snipe plat.
Tom. Everybody look at my screen real quick. This is what we're going to watch from now on. No. You go into the base, Tom.
I'm watching.
Someone help me.
I'm here, Jason. Don't die. I'm dead, man. I got fucking named. Stay alive. Back into the base. Just back up. Play defensive.
Stay alive. Tunnels.
Rock. Just jump to the base.
Rock grab one hit.
You guys don't know.
Rock grab one hit. Rock side. Tiz was one hit. He's got shields now. He went out front. Front of blue and in hill. Last two. Tiz one shot back base.
Why would he go for a melee first?
One shot back base. You're gonna double. One shot base.
I got it. We can help.
Front of base. Help. Two guys front of red. Last two. Weak red. One shot
I'm
front
on
red.
you, Jason.
Last guy. Get blue, Justin.
I'm
Weapons.
Come to snipe with me. This guy red side snipe.
I'm coming to fight now.
Everyone push out blue. Fuck blue.
He's here.
I'm watching you.
He might jump knife.
Top of the base going Snipe. Snipe side the base.
I got two guys.
Tough center.
Blue rock grip. Really? I'm lifting up.
Mike did our rock beat. Blue rock beat. Yep.
Weak on me.
Last guy. They're gonna snipe. They're gonna snipe. There's two guys sniping at your base.
Yeah, they're all over, man.
That's alright.
Wasted it. Okay, nice a little bit.
Basically, just get him out of hill.
Stay alive. Look out for the snipers.
Get back to right.
It's going to red. We're two. Red two. Big in the grass. Red guys. Big in the grass. But red.
Top base. I'm one shot. Top center. I mean.
Back base one hit. Back base one hit.
One shot.
Still. Base one hit. Still. He's going.
Red. There's two there.
Two back, right? Two back,
Your last two. Your last two. Stay alive. Red, Sean. Red, Sean.
Red window.
Top gold, Sean.
Go on the short guy. They're pushing the blue. They're pushing blue.
Nice. Hill. I'm going for Hill.
Two dead still. Two dead.
Stay blue.
Red rocket, Ola. Two there. Ola's weak. You didn't hit him with that. Two there. There's two there.
Top green.
Someone help Ryan.
I'm trying.
All right, Ryan. You're going to have help.
Ogre's weak.
One shot.
They go. LBX is there. Go.
We gotta have a guy contesting the gold guy. I got
I'm
Roy.
looking at gold. I can't see him.
I got gold.
Pushing Hill.
Two down.
Two by Hill. I got melted. Two by Hill. Blue rocket. Yeah, you're together, Sean. Grass. Nice, let's do that. Watch red. Watch red arrow. Watch red arrow. Red flag.
And red. Top of red. For red.
And blue rock ramp.
Under red, lunchbox.
I'm here.
Sweet. On red, no shield. And in hill. We can't let him milk, guys. One of you guys gotta look at him.
I can't see him.
Front red.
No guys, let's shot.
Red square.
Front
Pushing red square.
Front red, Ola.
There's no shield on the red. No shield on the red.
Looking.
Watch out front red.
I don't see Ola. Nice. Ola's still in the red, guys. I got him. Oh, shit.
We have to get red. And then hills working red.
Oh, God. Snipers, weapons, 5 weapons. I'm gonna have sniper.
Blading hill.
Blue flag.
Red square.
Blue flag.
I'm pushing.
Blue gold and blue flag. They're rushing blue gold right now. Blue gold to
Top rocks, weak, Roy. Roy's really weak, top rocks.
One shot top gold Ola.
Roy, let's top rocks. Red, him?
Yeah, front red. Bottom red.
Front red.
Watch your front. No shield for red.
I'm looking. I don't see him.
We got him.
Grass
Green and tunnel.
Red grass.
Tunnel's weak.
Red rocket, no shield.
I'm coming to rock shot. Roy's tunnel. I'm coming shot.
Tunnel, red yard.
I have help.
Watch our grass, Roy.
Get the back end. I'm charging.
They're gonna base, nice. Go front base. Front base in a second. Top base.
And sniper, under the base. We get sniper pushing hill. 2 shots lethal.
Top of the base.
I got that, guys.
Top rock weak. Top red. Top red.
Let's go. Push. They're on red.
We can't push it. I'm going.
One.
Blue push.
Rock ramp. We're shots.
I'm looking.
Right here. Look out for blue. Turn up. Tunnel.
I have help. Don't
It's all
die.
good. Stay alive. No time.
River's clear.
Two there. That's not
Two guys tunnel, guys. I'm gonna die. 2 guys tunnel.
They're
weak in tunnel. They're gonna be your base, Tom.
Trying to help you down.
We're coming. We only
Back
need
your base,
9 more
Rashad.
seconds.
Back to your base.
Back to base,
3 guys there. Stay alive. Nading hill. 2 guys at hill. You guys
Not desperate to help.
Stay alive.
Alright,
Stay
stay
alive.
alive.
Hill's one hit.
Don't
Dead
die.
and absolute
Back
chip.
up.
Inside
Stay
center
alive.
base weak.
Absolutely.
Hill's absolute.
Just stay alive. Everybody stay
gotta
alive.
stop
Stop rocks.
Rock
grip.
Forget about it.
We gotta get out of the grass. Snipe a good push.
Yeah,
Top base is snipe legal. Back base one hit. Sniping.
Top base sniping.
Get ready to make a push. I'm spawning right now.
Toxic maybe tunnels.
Nade hill.
We only need 9 seconds.
On the rock ramp. The Zog's weak in the grass. Rock ramp. He's on the rocks, hiding in the grass.
There's sights
Okay,
on weak.
I'm
Let's
making
go,
it.
go,
Hiding
go.
I'm looking.
Hill's a shot.
Dead.
Hill's weak. I got double teams. Hill's weak. Hill's really weak to us.
Top the base.
2 on 2.
Top the base. Top the base.
Come inside, side.
He's going.
Side, side.
Yeah,
One of my base guys, I need
no
help.
one has side side, Tom. 2 there. 2 there, Tom. 2 there, Tom. Back down. Look out. Jump out. Get on time. He's rushing you. Nice shots. Look out,
3
blue,
shots.
Jason.
Nice job, Tom. 2 dead.
That's snipe.
Don't die, Jason.
Good snipe.
Just weak shot.
Side, side, base. Front of it. Front of it.
Going on front. Top middle. Sniping. Sniping top middle.
I need it front.
You got top middle on the hill. I spawn behind him. I'm gonna get him out. I need help.
Two guys, weak guys. Watch on middle.
Where are they?
We have 2 dead. Rush hill.
Front blue weak.
I'm
Front
going
blue
hill.
weak. Front blue
Slay it
weak.
blue. Slay it
Under
blue.
blue. Under blue. Justin. Look
Okay.
out.
Instinct is just 2 seconds away from being up 2-1 in this series, Dave. Really, what has been kind of the difference here?
Instinct is better at King of the Hill. I did not see them having a big advantage, especially in Beaver Creek. I did not see them win that one. So Dynasty has to keep their head in this. They cannot get down and be like, oh man, we should pick the other one. They have to realize, all right, we're in a best-of-5 series. All that matters is we win this best-of-5. Each individual game themselves do not matter. So hopefully they just shake it off and jump in this next game.
Checking out the NOS performance of the match. We'll run the graphic twice because it looks cool. No one has the stats up. So, and here we go. Taking a look. Ogre 2, most time, most kills. Pretty low deaths too. I'll
Yes,
give it to him.
Definitely. And at this rate, he could possibly be the MVP of this tournament. He has been playing so well. Even though stats might not show, I've had some people point out on Twitter and through the chat saying, you know what? He's going big in the moments that matter the most. Stats don't show everything, and by far, he has been playing the best for Instinct this tournament.
It's got to be good. It's the hometown.
Yep.
I never actually
He never
had-
claims it. He's just always like, oh, it's just me being awesome. But it's like, it's the hometown advantage.
I've actually never played in Columbus.
Really?
Yeah, I retired before then. You know, back got time.
You're not missing out. I mean, I'm from the great state of Michigan, and so Ohio State is just kind of, it makes me feel better to be in Michigan once I come back here. I appreciate how great of a state Michigan is after visiting filthy Ohio.
All right, well, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we will have a Capture the Flag game for you, so stay tuned.